Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in the modern, standard, and legacy formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jordan with Crocodile MTG here, bringing you another Magic the Gathering video. Today we're playing Blue Green Infect in Modern. We're using the new card Scale Up, and hopefully we draw some lands here. So this hand I think is keepable. The first hand might have been a little more keepable. Alright, and there's a Wooded Foothills on top. So we are on the play, so we're going to lead with this Forest. It is a little unfortunate here that we have to fetch a Breeding Pool turn 2. Alright, we might actually be against the mirror, in which case it'd actually be better for us. So we're going to get Breeding Pool here. We're going to just play out this Bladed Agent, and we're going to hope our opponent doesn't have this Dismember. There are a lot of Noble Hierarch decks running around right now, though, so this may not be Infect. Alright, and it looks like it's a blue-white deck. Or a green-white deck. Alright, we drew the Noble here. So we can attempt to... I think for this turn, we just play out the Noble. And then we move the Combat and swing in. I don't mind using the Mutagenic Growth here. And then next turn we can just Might of Old Karoza, and I think that's going to be game. So we got to see here what our opponent decides to do. Alright, they flash in Aven Mind Sensor. Our opponent with the foil Aven Mind Sensor, Noble Hierarch. They play a Ghost Quarter here. I'm going to float a green. I don't think that actually does anything. I guess it takes us down a mana. Alright, so now if our opponent has Path, that's actually bad for us. Alright, so our opponent can swing in for 3 here. If they let us untap, I think we just have the win. But unfortunately, if they have the Path to Exile here, we do not. So our opponent is debating something here. I'm not necessarily sure what. Because they either have the Path to Exile or they don't. If they do have the Path to Exile, that is problematic for us, being we don't have another source of mana at the moment. Okay, it looks like our opponent disconnected. So we're going to wait for them to come back. While we're waiting for them, I would like to take the time and give a quick shout out to our amazing sponsors. We have manatraders.com, the #1 card rental service on the market. Whether you are renting tabletop or MTGO, this deck actually right now is from MTGO or from Mana Traders rental service. So if you like to play a variety of different decks, or from week to week you don't like to collect the cards and you just need them for a major tournament on the weekend, you can check out Mana Traders at manatraders.com. If you do decide to sign up and want to try out their services, if you use promo code Crocodile, you save 15% off your first 3 months. We also have Inked Gaming that does high quality, awesome playmats, mouse pads, dice bags. They do a ton of things. If you want to create a custom playmat, or if you would like a pre-customized playmat, I would highly recommend checking out their website, inkedgaming.com. If you use promo code up there, crocodilemtg10, you can save 10% on any purchase on there as well. And finally, if you'd like to support the Crocodile MTG YouTube channel yourself, then you can check us out at patreon.com. So it looks like our opponent is swinging in here for 3 with the Aven Mind Sensor. They're going to get an Exalted Trigger here. And again, if our opponent lets us untap, we have the win. Unless they have 2 Path to Exiles. But if they have a Path to Exile, I don't see why they wouldn't just fire it off now. But if they don't have the Path, I think we're just going to take this game. Alright, 3 mana for something. Alright, Knight of Autumn is not going to do it. So we do have the win here. Alright, so we're going to play out this Misty Rainforest. We're going to play Might of Old Karoza. And we're going to swing in for 6. Alright, that was a quick game. I apologize for our opponent timing out. I know that's no fun when people lose connection. And going to the sideboard here. So this seems like kind of an aggro deck, kind of a creature control deck. So I think I want the Dismembers here. I also wouldn't mind... They probably have ways to get cards out of their library, but being that we didn't see it game 1, we're going to leave the Grafdigger's Cage in our sideboards. I don't think I'd mind a Spellskite or 2 instead of the Spell Pierce. Let's see what I want to take out here. Take out 1 Spell Pierce. I might want these Nissas. Wonder what I just realized. Oh no, that's right. Huh. My deck list is wonky. And I don't know what I screwed up. Because I brought in Scale Up, which is the new card from Modern Horizons. But I thought I was running 2 Become Immense, not 4. But if you look, I take these out and bring in the Spell Pierce. I'm running a 75 card deck. I'm just not sure what I'm missing. It's the 2 Blossoming Defense. So if I were to rerun this, I'd probably bring in 2 more Blossoming Defense and lose 2 Become Immense. Because Scale Up is essentially just a 1 mana without Delve, Become Immense. And that's how I was going to run it before. So, alright, let's see here. That was my mistake, but I don't think we're going to end up punished for it. Maybe I just run the same 75 back. Alright, I'm going to take out... I want to leave in 1 Spell Pierce. I'm going to take out 2 Bauble. No, I have the 4 Become Immense. I'm going to take out 1 Bauble, 1 Pierce, and bring in these 2 Dismembers. I don't think we're going to end up at 3 mana. I could see trimming a Become Immense. Yeah, let's play for the long game. Let's do this. Bring in 2 Dismembers, 2 Nissas. I may have called her Liliana by accident. I think I might have. Alright, so I apologize for not running the full playset of Blossoming Defense like I thought I was. That was my mistake. So this hand seems pretty keepable. If we don't get pathed on turn 1 by our Noble, we can play out a turn 2 Bladed Agent. The only real thing missing from this hand is, unless we draw Glistener Elf, the only big thing missing from this hand is a protection spell. Alright, so our opponent's going to play out a Selfless Spirit. which I think is fine. Alright, there's a protection spell, but we're going to have to play our Bladed Agent into open mana this turn, unfortunately. Hopefully our opponent doesn't just have the path. If they don't, we could potentially steal this game. Alright, there's an Aether Vial from our opponent. And they're tapping the... Okay. We just have it. So, scale up here. And Might of Old Corrosa. And then we attack for lethal. It's funny because our Bladed Agent turns into a green worm with Infect and Unblockable. So, am I wrong? Scale up. Green worm with base power and toughness. So our worm's not supposed to lose human and rogue, right? Maybe it does. Alright. Good game, opponent. If they don't slow roll us. I don't think they have anything they can do. They have one card in hand and they're tapped out. I think our opponent is slow rolling us, which is kind of unfortunate. Slow rolling is not fun for the game. It's not really fun for anyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please go hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. For your custom playmats, mousepads, and more, head over to Inked Gaming. Use promo code crocodilemtg10 to receive 10% off your order. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons.